Three, two, one. What's up, everybody? How's it going out there? So today we're going to talk a little bit about this coronavirus, because it's I don't want to say getting out of hand, but I definitely think there's a lot of people overly worried about it before we know more about it. You go into Walmart, you go into any local grocery store, and all the toilet paper's missing, all the water's missing, and that seems to be like the two major items that are missing. Oh yeah, and diapers. We had a hard time finding diapers today. Everyone's stocking up on those three things apparently. And it's funny because I was listening to a radio program today, and they were talking about, the toilet paper issue. And they're like, what's going on here? Why is everybody buying up all the toilet paper? This isn't causing diarrhea from what I hear, is it? And no, the coronavirus is not causing diarrhea. But it is causing a little bit of a panic in some people, and not knowing how to deal with it. They just go out and buy extra groceries, buy extra supplies to make sure they can last through whatever it is they think is going to happen. What do I think is going to happen? Well, I know what I see happening. The factories, coronavirus patients being transported as we speak. I don't know, I don't want to joke about these things, but what I do see happening is factories not shutting down. They are taking more precaution. We had a safety meeting at a place that I just signed on to this week because the other company laid me off because they were getting slow as far as their containers of products being shipped to them. They're approximately 50 containers or more behind now, probably more now because I've been gone for over a week. I did, however, visit them this morning and ask how things were going, and they said that things were, busy as usual. So I wasn't surprised to hear that, but they don't see it from the warehouse perspective. They're selling things, but on the fulfillment side of things, we weren't able to fulfill like over 50% of the orders, because we weren't receiving our shipments from China. So whether you believe the coronavirus is real or not, the talk of it, the lack of shipments, there's something going on. Whether it's tariff wars, between China and the U.S., that could have something to do with it. They could just be disguising it as coronavirus, when in fact China is just is maybe trying to get back at us for the tariffs that Trump has put in place. And it could be a power play, honestly. What Trump did for our economy, I think, was good. But it's obviously coming with some repercussions if this is what we're seeing. So at what cost do we continue to play these tariff wars? The cost of American jobs? Because that's what I'm seeing. Our jobs are being affected. And while I'm not depending on a job for the rest of my life, I am depending on it right now to feed my family, to shelter my family, and so it's difficult because now this new company is already sending me home early, not having me work on a Friday. That's reducing my hours way down, and if I don't work a minimum of 40 hours, regardless of the pay, I'm not going to make it. It was already tight as it was, with not any money left over after paying rent. So, we're lucky that there's things in place like food stamps, and we've got this place, Crisis Nursery, that helps us out with diapers, which it sounds like they have a shortage of diapers because we called them today. and they didn't have any of our size diapers that we needed. So yeah, things are definitely changing, at least in the short term. I don't know how long this is going to last, but hopefully not for long, because we can't really keep this up for too long, you know. People still expect rent to be paid regardless of what kind of virus is floating around, or regardless of what kind of natural disasters, you know. People all over the country, you know, feel that one. You know, when we had natural disasters all over the place, fires, floods, whatever it was, mortgage companies, banks, they still wanted their payments. But how do we pay for those things if we're out of work? If work is cutting us back? That's why I'm urging people to start a YouTube now, so you don't have to rely on a job. Make YouTube your job. You know, become good at it. If you're not good at it at first, just keep practicing. Keep making videos. You'll get better. You get more comfortable on camera. I know when I first started making videos 10, 12 years ago, I wasn't very comfortable on film. But, you know, over the years and through the years, I've gotten more comfortable with it. So, coronavirus. Is it real? Is it fake? Leave your comments below on what your take on it is. I got a lot of friends that think it's BS, you know, because we have so many other things in our country that cause far more deaths than flus, and yeah, those things don't get brought to attention. This one was a good timing though, because there's a lot of things going on around this election that they want to turn a blind eye to the general public. So something like this virus would be perfect to take the public's view off of corruption and whatever's going on behind the curtain, so to say. The puppeteers are at work trying to dethrone Donald Trump. And they're trying to make him look like a bad president, as usual. Whatever. You know, whether Trump's there or not, life will go on. Whether the country fails, life will go on. Whether half the population or 90% of the population dies off, life will go on. And that's what people don't realize, man, is that no matter what happens out there, whether we have an epidemic or natural disaster, life is going to go on. It has to go on if you're alive still. So don't give up until you're buried 6 feet under and not breathing. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Because if you give up and it's not the end, then you're left in a really bad position, and you're going to have no choice but to be the end of your game. So be strong out there, and I hope everyone's safe. Hope everyone's healthy. We'll catch you next time. God bless.